I'm your host, Chaos Axel, and tonight is the ever lovely co-caster of mine, Dat Cat Sat. How are you tonight, Cat?
I am well. How are you?
Doing all right. So we are having a preseason scrim here between one of our new up-and-comers, the Trash Pandas, versus the old, pretty darn good Chug Life. So Chug Life is saying that they are not going to be joining this season. They are going to be your every team's prime target for practice because you know they're going to be wanting to throw everything and everything that they have at teams that are willing to scrim against them. So, what are you hoping to see tonight, Kat? Do you have any insight on the Trash Pandas at all?
I actually don't. Well, knowledge is limited, but I am excited to see a team scrimming that we haven't seen before in the Nerf League, so it'll be good information for everyone.
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen some of these players on on the Trash Pandas play before. I've played against most of the Chug Life lineup before, just in my capacity with Legion. So it'll be interesting to see what the teams are going to throw at each other. Notable roster changes for Chug Life now. We see Foxhound and Johnny Sniper are new to the Chug Life roster, and we have Ice Cold and another long-standing member on the side there. And so for the Trash Pandas in their roster, I see a lot of new names that are kind of new to the Discord. I see some ones that I've seen before or have seen in scrims before. And I can't say that I know many of the players' roles right off the top of my head. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to fall in line for both teams. Right now, I believe we're just kind of waiting for everybody to get situated now that we're finally up and running on the stream here. And unless it changes, right now it looks like our first map is going to be Iloise. So what are you hoping to see here, Kat?
I definitely want to see like what the DPS on each team have to offer. So really haven't seen Johnny and Foxhound perform in any matches yet. So, well, Johnny's very great in the scrims we've been having, so that is
Oh,
really good.
definitely. He played in that
And
really
just
fantastic 1v1 against Sean yesterday.
he did. It was a close call. And Justice and Barricade are both really great DPSs for the Trash Pandas.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's see a giant ass soldier out in the background there, and then a boat. I'm going to designate you Titanic 3. Please do not incur my wrath as Titanic 2 did. All right. So boats and giant soldiers aside. So we're starting out on the ruins level. No fantastic death well just yet. Hopefully we'll get to that one next, though. I always love seeing great matchups on the well. All right, and in just a few seconds here, we'll get our first looks at the rosters for both sides, see what everybody is trying to get done this time. All right. And here we go. Okay, so getting our first look at the rosters for both sides. Over on the Trash Pandas side, we have Soldier Farah as DPS, Mercy Moira as the healers, and then Reinhardt and Zarya as the tanks. And then Chug Life, we're still getting some switching around right now. They haven't quite locked in what they want to do just yet. They have a few more seconds. Looks like this is going to be the roster. They're running a Doomfist and a Widow. Oh, as soon as I say it, Taco switches over to a Sombra right at the end there. Johnny Sniper on a Sniper. Go figure.
We looks like we're up to 18 viewers right now, so welcome
That's
everyone
hopping.
to this.
Okay. So, oop, Spady gets hacked and is killed. Good hack by Takozella. And the risky res, but it gets off. So right now, just a lot of trading back and forth of blows. Point is unlocked, and right now we're getting a little bit of early progress. We were getting some early progress from the Trash Pandas, and now we got some more fighting going on. Spady gets the revenge kill on Takozella. You can't hack me.
Oh,
So we're getting already a Moira ult coming in from Chug Life. Both teams fighting. Oh, the Farah. People are picking up new things, which is cool to see. And there we go. Cypher tried, but unfortunately fell. And Trash Pandas is going to take first percentage. Ooh. Early pick from Spady onto Johnny Sniper's Widow. So it's there's been exchanging of ults from both sides, and for ult economy right now, both teams have already expended a couple. Ooh, Justice getting a quick kill on Taco Zella's Sombra. Alright, so right now Chug Life is building pretty quickly, but it's going to be ult economy heavily in the favor of Trash Pandas for this fight.
Taco is almost to his EMP.
Here comes a hammer. Charges successful, but that's going to be protected. Hammer's coming down from the other side. Johnny gets a kill and is killed. So res, we got... Ooh, that the Graviton was eaten by Artie, but it looks like the fight is still going in Trash Panda's favor. So great play from both sides, great eat by the Diva, but ultimately fruitless.
This next fight looks like it's gonna favor Chug Life with perhaps EMP bomb. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Bomb just came up, EMP's there, and they have Cypher to back it up. Ooh, Johnny out sniping Spady. So this is turning into an interesting DPS off between Spady and Johnny Sniper. It was first trading back and forth with the Widow and the Pharah. Now it's Widow to Widow. Here comes Bomb coming in. So it does manage to kill. All right, so with the ultimates combined right now, Chug Life is getting some good picks here. 3-4 picks now. Chug Life is now definitely got the point. Good fight from Chug Life, expending pretty much all the ult economy that they had, though. So, but they're pushing hard. They're taking the advantage and shoving it right up right now.
Spady hiding there on the side. And spray. We do have a Ryan ult on.
Johnny once again picking off Spady. Johnny establishing dominance as that Widowmaker.
Justice has his.
Here comes a hammer. Does get the Ryan. Down he goes. So DMAC for Orion right now. All right, Trash Pandas are taking some pretty heavy wins here. Risky Res does work to get Karnak's Ryan back up. Ryan, but the Mercy goes down right after that. Ryan's just kind of going to town here. So we're kind of pushing heavily into, I believe, the Trash Pandas spawn right now. Just Chug Life doing everything they can to force Trash Pandas away from the point. They're getting a lot of free progress right now, and with how much distance they have to go, anybody that's dead is probably just going to be able to walk back to the point. We got a Soldier Roll coming in now. He gets killed immediately by Vinyl's Baguette, who then ties... Oh, man, ults are going left, right, up, and down. And it feels like Trash Pandas did win the fight, but again, they haven't been able to establish any presence on the point until right now. Bomb misses from the Tracer. Slow progress coming in for the Trash Pandas. Ryan into Ryan here, but the healing's coming in for the Moira ult. And Foxhound goes down. I hear some hack is going. That Ryan is hacked. Karnak is hacked, but he's like, I can still swing this hammer without abilities. I know that feeling very well, Karnak.
Practicing your mantra.
There we go. No shield, only swing. All right, Johnny does get a pick at the end of that, but ultimately Chug Life gives up the progress at 95. They have to get to the point right now at 90%. So it looks like they're going to be able to make it on time. Ult economy, it looks like both teams have the Rhino, and they're starting out, Chug Life starting with the Moira. Bomb goes in, doesn't get anybody. Here comes the hammer. Doesn't get anybody, though. And Foxhound ends up going down. Diva Bomb coming in for Chug Life. Does pick up our Rager. Teams are trading back and forth, hopping in and off of the point right now. Rez comes in, does manage to get Karnak's Reinhardt back up. And then here comes the hammer, gets two. That's big. Forces him off the point and gets a squish. Oh, but he dies for it. They need to stay on point here. It looks like Chug Life are taking it. And I think that's going to be it. With the end of that really extended fight, Chug Life is going to take it after all.
That was a good end fight there.
Definitely.
I wasn't sure who was going to take it.
It feels very even. I completely agree with you. It's just knockdown, drag out, and these are the best kind of games to cast because there's always action. Yes, there's the well. There's the death pit. So what do you think we're going to see now, Kat?
Lucio.
I would probably agree with you. It seems like Pippa on Trash Pandas is indeed going with that. Johnny Sniper, for now, stepping off the Widow onto a Soldier. Otherwise, essentially the same for Chug Life. And then... Ooh, is that... It's like a weird Goats for Trash Pandas with the Hanzo? Hans Goats? Hans Goats. Go with Hans Goats.
Switched over
Oh,
to
nope, there it is. That is so... We do have Goats now coming in from the Trash Pandas. Oh, and you're right. Yep, Foxhound switched to the Orisa. That would be my pick here as well. So, oh, and our Rager immediately picking up Taco Zella. And, ooh, good squish in the back there for that Rhine. Our Rager does go down. Our Rage, I should say. Oh, no, it is our Rager. Oh my god, there's our Rager and Rogue Rage. This is going to be fun. No one's on the point. There we go. Now we have the Orisa on the point, and now Chug Life is filtering on. With Trash Pandas quick to follow. Taco Zella's out in the middle of no man's land. He's got to be careful there. And there he goes. And now Trash Panda's making slow progress here. Spady gets pitched off the edge there, or jumps, I'm not sure. Karnak goes down as well. So Chug Life now with some body advantage is looking to press onto the point. Oh, there's a good rip into the pit by Foxhound.
Oh, it feels bad when that happens.
Unless you're the Orisa. Oh, I see rockets. Taco Zella has switched over to the Pharah now. Alright, and Trash Panda's now taking advantage of this moment to regroup together. They do have the Rhine ultimate, and they'll have others to follow soon. On the other side, there is Bomb and Coalescence, soon to be followed by the Soldier ultimate for Chug Life. So ult economy is building up for both teams, now slightly in the advantage of Chug Life. Alright, here we go. So now we got a meeting in the back here. Just juking it out. Here comes the Soldier ultimate coming in from Johnny Sniper. Can he get behind the Reinhardt? Doesn't look like it. It's going to force the Zenyatta ult and the Baguette ult from Chug Life. That D.Va is very deep right now. That D.Va's going to get D-Mech is going to burn the bomb. Not going to get anybody. Shield strong. So Trash Pandas are trying to use the Mayhem to get onto the point. Ooh, that bubble is going to protect Spady from getting pitched into the hole there. Here comes a D.Va bomb in the back. Does get our Rager Zenyatta. So again, still Chug Life holding strong for now, but it looks like that Trash Pandas could maybe take this. Yep, there's a kill, but traded off for a healer. Alright, so just Trash Panda's making slow progress because it's right now, I believe it's just Taco Zella hovering there. There we go. Now here comes the rest of Chug Life to reinforce.
Oh, they keep coming back with the respawns though, so...
There we go. Spady getting a bunch of kills in a row there. That is going to turn it back for the Trash Pandas. Whew! Action, action, action. Oh, boy. What do you like or what do you think needs to change for either team here, Kat? Let's start with Chug Life. Do you think they're doing good? Do you think they need any changes?
I like the pick of Taco Zella onto the Pharah, but it's really hard to sustain the heals on a Pharah.
Spady's going on a tear here.
So I do like that switch, so he might need a more dedicated healer than that.
It does. Karnak does go down, and there's the point blank, and that was a risky rocket barrage, and it does not pan out, unfortunately. I feel like every time I look up, I see Spady in the kill cam. Jeez. In the kill feed. So what about, and I would agree with you that right now without having hit scan, Pharah should theoretically be a really good pick into what the Trash Pandas are running. So Trash Pandas, what do you like or what do you think needs to change? Or both?
Their goats is really strong, honestly. Like you said, we are seeing a lot of Spady in the kill feed. And the strong presence of mind of their healers right now. Good defensive ults like we just saw.
There's a hammer. That's a big hammer into a bomb. It's gonna kill Foxhound. And they switch to the Reaper now. We see Johnny Sniper on the Reaper coming around the back here looking for some picks. But now we're up to 88. This is Chug Life is gonna need to make a move here if they want to win this. Spady again still going on a tear as that Zarya. And it's feeling like this could be the end. Reaper's gonna be able to not touch. Gets killed by Pippa's Lucio before he can get there.
That was a good first map by both teams, definitely. I like that they're switching when needed. It just seem to pan out more in favor of the other team.
Yeah, having a well-coordinated comp like Goats, I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why it works. You can tell that the Trash Pandas, they wanted to try something different, because I feel like this is probably something that they would normally default to, but when it didn't pan out, they said, hey, let's go back to the tried and true. And on the other side, Chug Life is just kind of rotating through picks like you suggested right now. Now we see Johnny Sniper on a Mei, Taco Zella onto Junkrat, and they actually put Vinyl has been healing for most of this, I believe. So he was playing. Go ahead.
He's been rotating between the Lucio and the Brigitte.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm used to seeing Vinyl as a tank, but yeah, he's been playing a lot of healer. Ooh, good charge. And that's going to kill Karnak immediately. Good charge by Foxhound. So it's just an absolute cluster luck on the point right now. Both teams just kind of going ham. The Mei is getting a lot of value, though, with these routine freezes that she's getting. Oh, good boop by Vinyl, too. All right, and Chug Life strong onto the point.
By Chug Life are really good for this round, the Mei and the Junkrat. So nice changes. If the other team's going to run both, they're going to have it.
Yeah, absolutely. But those with the being able to completely. Oh, we lost the body. Rogue Rage is gone here for the Trash Pandas. I thought I saw him holding still, so he might be having some internet issues. Chug Life keeping strong right now on the offensive.
Hopefully
here comes a hammer. Gets a couple, hopefully.
Or switch him in between maps for another player.
Yeah, both teams had a sub, and unfortunately, I'm not in charge of this, so it would have to be Artie stopping to actually go and rotate somebody in. But anyway, so lots of kills coming in, and great ult economy from Chug Life right now. They haven't had to use essentially any of their ults other than Foxhound using Hammer once, but we see some switches coming in from the not quite goaty goats over there for the not quite goaty goats for the Trash Pandas. So they have a Mercy now for that res. Here comes a Junkrat tire coming around the back. Does pick off Karnak. And now there's a Mei ult coming in for the freeze. The res does happen. Alright, we got a Zarya Graviton picks a bunch, but the wall is going to protect them. In addition to the Lucio ult right now. So we see Chug Life just kind of starting to ult out a bit here. They still have the bomb, but that's about it. But that might really be all that they need. And at 90%, it feels like this is going to be the end here. And Chug Life is going to take the... There it is. Okay. I wasn't sure. It was close.
Good map by both teams. Unfortunately, one of the Trash Pandas lagged out.
Johnny Sniper's Soldier getting play of the game here.
Soldier is pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh boy. Feels bad being in the kill feed like that. Ooh, getting around the corner bomb and then probably picking him up too. Yep, nice.
That was an amazing shot there.
Yeah. That was good. Johnny is very excellent at that.
Look at that damage spot he did on the Zarya.
That's pretty insane. Yeah, their ultimate was just absolutely going to, or their Zarya was just going to town for so much of that well. Oh, and apparently I think it was Rogue Rage is back. So a little bit of an internet hiccup, but hopefully we won't have to see that again. Always feels bad when somebody lags out in the middle of a game, but anyway, all right. Expert analysis, Kat. What did you like from the Trash Pandas, and what do you think they need to change for this next round?
Their tank line is really, really strong. As you can see, Spotty was kind of like popping off, also on the Widow too. So they seem... Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd say they've played together like a long time, but I think they're a relatively new team that's formed. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and they seem very unified.
Okay. Excuse me. And then for Chug Life, I appreciate that like you had mentioned in the middle of the game there, they were kind of rotating through their pocket picks until they found one that
Hmm.
stuck. So sometimes you get people that kind of switch to, what their main is or something they're comfortable with and like, no, 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 it'll work, just let me get to my ult, and that can often be more of a detriment than a benefit. So I'm glad that Chug Life is able to be really free and loose with their different picks until they found the right combination to make it work.
Yes, I would agree with that. Sometimes I do think like being too hasty and changing heroes too much messes up the ult economy, and makes that unbalanced, and then you can't, you're playing catch up for the whole map.
Yep,
But it's really good that they're trying out new things and seeing what works for them as a team that has a few new members on it and meshing together, which is great.
absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chug Life with their new members as well. It's hard to tell without seeing them play how well they were going to mesh together. Clearly, they've already gotten a lot of practice in, and they're pretty well and familiar with each other. But I am very impressed with the Trash Pandas kind of being a new team and really taking it to Chug Life like they are. I feel like that would have been a very much to the end sort of a game if Trash Pandas hadn't lost somebody in the middle of that. But again, this is
Um,
preseason, so in the end, it doesn't matter for points or score or anything. But just seeing both of these teams and the energy that they are pouring into these fights, it really it's getting me excited for season 2 and beyond.
for sure. I'm super impressed by the Trash Pandas. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect, but they're doing pretty great.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Um, since I am not in control of this, this is Artie is controlling this. I know they were talking about being in match chat, so I'm not sure what they're discussing something important. I'm sure, and I don't know what the map rotation is like, so I imagine we're going to see something besides a control point.
I wonder if we're going to see some Temple of Anubis or Horizon Lunar Colony, which are
Feel-
pretty good Chug Life maps to see
mm,
if they use traditional approaches to
are
these
we
maps
talking
or if they
traditional
do something
chug
new.
life or traditional?
Either or, but I was more thinking traditional Chug Life. Like Artemis is obviously very strong on the Symmetra and really great at giving instructions for the team. So, see.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Um, Yeah, and something else that I like to see with teams in general is being able to flex roles, especially in a setting like this. Oh, Dorado apparently is the next one. I do
Hmm.
enjoy when teams are able to give that freedom to their players to kind of rotate between roles, and that's something that I've encountered a lot in Legion. Is just as much as I love to no shield only swing, there are moments when I like to play other things, and I appreciate when teams are able to kind of rotate and learn new things so that they can let other members try things that they would prefer to do in a given moment. So. Where it looks like we're getting a substitution now for Chug Life. Vinyl coming out, I'm assuming for Ice Cold. I
Right,
could
because I
I could be
believe
wrong.
Ice Cold plays main tank, so maybe they're like switching things around a little bit. So we'll have to
Let's
see.
spy. Yep, top play right now is Orisa, followed by Reinhardt, followed by Diva. So I'm imagining that Ice Cold coming in means that he's going to be on a. They're going to be on a tank. So
I mean, you never know, he could heal.
that is true. That is true. Nothing saying there's nothing defining you specifically to any particular role at any given moment. So hey, we could
Exactly.
just see a 6 DPS meme dream team. You never know. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm actually super hoping for that. Just slightly hoping for that. Oh, and so now Taco's getting taken out for Vinyl. So just a lot of switching around coming in for Chug Life, trying to determine what sort of a roster that they want. So Taco Zella was I mean, he was a great DPS for most of that, flipping through different picks. So now they're bringing Vinyl back in. So I maybe they are doing what you were hoping for and going back to traditional Chug Life. Maybe they'll put Artie on that Symmetra.
They also might play goats, because they do have three people who can heal and maybe three people that can tank. So
Sure.
we'll see.
Or maybe like a modified goats like a 3-2-1 sort of a thing. Who knows? But take this moment. I do always love looking at the little boats on Dorado. It's such a pretty scene.
You and your watercraft.
I mean, and
It's not
honestly,
Titanic.
IRL, I hate boats. So I appreciate them in these peaceful video game settings. I hate boats in real life. So, but anyway, personal
We're
hatred
going
against
to
boats.
hate.
Not that anybody who's watched my streams could tell, considering how much I wanted to destroy Titanic 2 on Gibraltar, but, you know. Alright. So, we are getting into round number 2 here. We're going to be having the Trash Panda starting on defense. We see kind of similar to what they had in that first round on Eloise, where we have just the standard 2-2-2. And oh no. There's no Symmetra on Chug Life though. Like I saw the Bastion and got excited, but
Well, they're attacking, so maybe on defense we'll see it.
I mean,
This is a
their
weird
famous
map to
thing
attack
is
them.
it's like the quantum creep though. Like, ah man, classic Chug Life. Maybe we'll see it on defense though. Maybe.
Yeah.
This also feels like a weird map for it, to be honest with you. But anyway, here we go. Alright. Chug Life just kind of bottling up, trying to figure out who wants to go out the door first, see what they're fighting. Trash Pan is kind of electing to stay back around this first choke point. So now they're starting to see each other. Bastion not quite in turret form yet, trying to get set up, I imagine, trying to not get picked by that Hanzo and that soldier up there. Diva diving. But on that heal field, Soldier is really hard to kill. Justice does get a kill on Ice Cold's Junkrat.
Has played combo with Justice, and he's a very great Hanzo. Very deadly.
Oh, here we go again. So once again, we got Vinyl trying to pressure out this Soldier. Does get the kill this time. Does kill Barricade. So Chug Life getting little inches here. Oh, Justice. Oh, there we go. Justice gets a couple kills there on the side. Manages to kill the Bastion and the Zenyatta. Artie does get the res, but then dies for it. And Karnak picking it up with the Fire Slash. So here we go. Now we got Trash Pandas kind of forcing back Chug Life off of the payload. Yes, the
Trash
illegal
Pandas
shipment boat.
It's being really aggressive on this map. Usually you see teams like on the high ground situated until the the payload goes underneath.
If you have a weak bloodline, that is
front
what you do,
prison.
yes. Oh, Dragon's all the way in the back, gets both of the healers. What a wonky placement, but it worked.
He was all the way by their spawn doors, the far side, and that was pretty amazing. Oh.
That's, I mean, you know what? It's not crazy if it works, I suppose. So now we see the May pick from Ice Cold. Ironic.
Trying to shut down the aggression.
Yep.
I believe, with the
That's a good way to do it. Oh, and we have now Harambe Winston from Vinyl immediately dies to Justice's Hanzo. So ult economy is getting really strong now from the Trash Pandas. Oh, I hear Bastion ult coming in. Barricade picks up the Mercy after the res. Soldier ult coming in. Kills that Bastion in the background there. And that'll kind of put an end to that, honestly. Oh. Alright, that'll force out the Zenyatta ult, which should keep them alive through the Dragon as long as they stay together. Hammer gets no one, unfortunately, and Charge misses. So ults are just getting dumped from both sides. Spady gets a kill. Justice immediately kills Orisa's Supercharger off. And Spady gets another kill on a Vinyl's Winston. And that'll once again, the Trash Pan is putting a stop to Chug Life's antics.
Down to about a minute now for pushing this payload. And this map is one of those weird maps where sometimes you can get handcuffed and not push it very far. It just ends up that way sometimes.
Chug Life going underground, trying to go this way. But they're found out. Trash Pandas are ready for them, but they're getting out the gate. Ryan's in a weird place. Oh god! Accidentally gets the Winston, who is able to jump out. And then gets killed. That one's gonna do it though. No? Yep, there we go. Ice does not save you that long. Risky res does go off, but Artie's gonna die, and that's... Yep.
They might have one more quick push of it.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're gonna Chug Life's gonna have one more try at this. They need to get out that gate though. Oh, and there we go.
Yes,
There's immediate
vehicles.
Winston jump.
Trash
He's alone
Pandas
though.
side.
Okay, he's got ultimate to stay alive. Once again, Barricade Soldier is raining hell from behind. Ult's coming from everybody right now. It's a great freeze. They might be able to do something with this, but they're gonna have to take care of Barricade Soldier. Never mind, it's just Foxhound. Almost looked
Justice
really
gets
good
us
for a
through
minute
too.
there. Yeah.
Helden
Yep.
sterben nicht.
Wow, great hold there by Trash Pandas. That was pretty wonderful with their aggression and holding that one corner there. So it's hard.
They are
for
trying to show that their
Chug Life to
bloodline
be
is not
matched.
weak.
I can tell you wish that you could be playing right now and showing your Ryan stuff.
I mean, I'm not saying that I could do it better, but no. Like, all joking aside, that was spectacular by Trash Pandas. They kept it really tight knit, and they the tanks were able to buy Barricade and Justice time to be able to take shots from the high ground. The Hanzo and the Soldier just ripping apart the backline of Chug Life, and it was really great tank play that was able to facilitate really great DPS play. From Chug Life, it felt like they were still trying to find the right pick to be able to break that line. I think the Mei was a good start to that, but like you suggested, Bastion was a very ambitious pick to start there. So,
Especially with like a Hanzo who can just pump some arrows into you.
definitely. So, no such Hanzo this time. Chug Life, again, opting for pretty standard. Now we have Vinyl back on Brigitte, Johnny Sniper on a Sniper, and Cypher on the Soldier this time. So Cypher, as far as I know, has been healing for most of this, so it'll be interesting to see her on the Soldier. And on the other side, we've got Ryan Diva, and Justice is gonna pick up the Mei, or just Ice, if you will. Is gonna pick up the Mei. Barricade's gonna stick on the Soldier. All right. I don't think Chug Life can afford to give this progress, so Spady immediately picks off Johnny. Yeah,
They have to like pretty much hold that.
you
corner
cannot
there,
afford
it's
to give
just-
them this ground. Like, there we go. They're dropping now, but immediate charge, that's pretty much all she wrote there. Yeah, that feels like it's it right there. Yep. Once again, just that super aggressive play from the Trash Pandas just immediately gives Chug Life no chance to blink.
Play of the game.
Haha, good old Ryan play of the game. So Karnax, Reinhardt getting play of the game here. Let's see. Was at the very end here, immediately charges out the Reinhardt, and then just goes to town. No shield, only swing. No shield, only swing.
He heard you.
He felt my spirit calling to him. You know, I think he probably heard me call him out and say that I could do it better, and he needed to prove me wrong.
Yeah. Look at the average energy for Spotty. Very
That's
nice.
impressive. Oof. Yeah, they've just been absolutely on point this entire match, I should say. But no levers this time, which is good.
I wonder which map they're gonna play next.
So
Or
we're
what type.
assumingly down to assault or hybrid. So we shall see. We could still get that Temple of Anubis you were hoping for.
Yeah, I actually do want to see that.
Nation
If
in the
they
comments, you
are
get so
still-
excited when Ryan play of the game happens. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so let's do some expert analysis with the best in the game, Dat Fat Cat Sat. So, tell me what you liked from Chug Life.
On that map, I do like that they tried to play some different heroes to see, like, again, like the last map, to see what's gonna work for them, like playing to their strong suits. Johnny Sniper obviously impressive on DPS, but some of it just wasn't working out. But that's what this is all about, to see, like, with new members, like how they're gonna mesh together and how it's gonna work for the future, and I think that's pretty great.
Absolutely. Okay, and then what about the Blizzard World? What about the Trash Pandas? What did you like, and what do you think that they could do better?
I really like their aggression. just like holding that corners like so that it was definitely super hard for Chug Life to get any momentum going. And I'm not sure if I have any real suggestions. I didn't see anything that I saw that was obviously lacking. Maybe just better ult control, because at one point both teams were just throwing them out left and right. So it's always good to try and win a fight with maybe one ult or, even none, but maybe just better ult economy then.
Definitely. Yeah, that's one of those things that comes with a team playing together for a long time, is kind of getting that sense of being able to have that control to wait for the right moment to ult, rather than doing, as I've heard it called, the gold thing, and just kind of throwing it out there.
Yeah, you're always trying to do what's best for the team and not what's going to be the best play individually in the moment.
So you're saying that no shield only swing might not be the optimal strategy?
It sometimes is. You just have
Hmm.
to realize, like, what ults does my team have up at the moment? Who's behind me? Who can help keep me up? So
Now,
if you're
now,
just
now, bear
being
with me.
total,
What if I just start chanting "No shield, only swing"? I feel like that makes it that much more effective.
you should try that for a few comp games in a row and, with me not in them, and then see how it goes. I don't
Oh,
know.
so you're suddenly thinking you're gonna stick with your thoughts that that's not the greatest strategy known to mankind. Hmm.
You know, it hasn't really worked for me, but then again, I'm not a good
Well,
Ryan.
considering one of your alts, I think you're gonna have to learn the strategy now and the chant.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it one day. There you go. I'm gonna get a
Excellent.
match in,
All
and
right.
I'll let you
I'll
know.
have to start picking up Anna so that I can Anna boost you through it. But
There you go. That'd be
okay,
great.
so Reinhardt philosophies aside, the next map is Blizzard World apparently. So what are you hoping to see now that we kind of have an idea of what both teams have in their wheelhouses? What are you hoping to see from either team? Take your pick.
I want to see more snipers from both sides because, like Ilios Ruins, this is a great sniper map
Hmm.
and a lot of grapple spots. So if Widow is getting dived, they have an opportunity to get away. So we obviously know that both
Welcome
teams
to
have
Blizzard.
Widows and Hanzos that are great. So I want to see some of
Definitely.
that.
Okay. And I mean, just from our experiences in the league, this is a map that you could use the quantum creep on.
Are you saying that because you want to see it?
I mean, at this point, it's one of the catchiest strategies that I've heard so far, as the title
Mm.
goes. So and it is kind of Chug Life's wheelhouse. That is what they were doing best, at least in season one. So we'll see if that's something that is still in their wheelhouse or not. I'm gonna kind of check out what we got going on in the background here now that I'm in spectator mode. That's a
Of
sick
course,
sick
you
roller
get to do
coaster
your
back there.
in the water view there.
Look, it's not my fault that Blizzard World has water, okay? I'm not looking at boats this time, at least.
And there aren't
Alright.
any. Well, there might be one actually.
I have to sink it. Where is it? Um, there's a shark. Does that count?
Oh
um,
my.
so, once again, we see goats coming in from the trash pandas. I can identify that pretty quickly. And that is something that has worked really well for them. Goats was what they had used to pretty good effect on Eloise, so we'll see what happens now. And on the other side, again, we have a few switch-ups in roles. We have Artie on the Reaper this time with Taco Zella's Hanzo, and then Ice Cold on the Diva with Foxhound as Reinhardt, backed up by Vinyl's
One.
Lucio this time. I can't words. It's getting late.
Defend objective.
All right.
I
So, right. So here we go. Chug Life running straight up the gate, just taking it right to him. And right now, oh, here we go. Now the teams see each other. Fighting is happening. Oh, and immediate picks cut. Whoa, 3 down immediately for Trash Pandas. Make that 4. Trash Pandas collapsing under the pressure of Chug Life. Chug Life rushing to the point. Spady doing the usual thing of trying to own this game, but I don't think that's quite going to be enough here. There's Baby Diva, and Spady Zarya. I have a lot of confidence in Spady Zarya, but not 1v5 confidence. And that's a boop. Or potentially a jump. I couldn't tell.
think it was a jump.
Probably.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah, I mean, that is the right play there, because you're talented as you might be, you're probably not going to get much done in that situation as is. But Chug Life just blasting out of the gate, no breaks. Good start for them this time.
It really shows the power of Reaper, like in this current patch, that all that self-sustaining.
So Chug Life is kind of going up to bully on our Ragers. Oh, that's a good 3-4 man, it looks like. Great ultimate coming in from Chug Life. It's going to wipe a lot of them. Foxhound is going to die for it. And Chug Life's a little scattered right now, so they're getting back to the point now, but that's a lot of good picks. Here comes Dragons now, not Eaton, going down the lane there. Our Rager kind of alone here as the Diva. Does manage to fly out though. Oh, and that's lots of ultimates coming from both sides here. Diva Bomb going in. Does manage to get finals Lucio. Alright, we're starting to feel...
Be shut down for the moment.
Yeah, Trash Panda's reestablishing dominance here and taking it over. Man, Justice's Brigitte just going to town there.
I see Artemis going on the flank here, but I think she's been seen.
Yep. Good try, good try. Just, oh, taking the direct route. That was a ballsy move that don't think you quite had enough ghost for it, unfortunately. Oops, Beatty picking off Taco. Zella's Honto as well. So I think Chug Life just kind of need to regroup here.
We're gonna probably see Artemis's Death Blossom come down.
I would agree. Hopefully not shut down by Karnak's Earthshatter. We'll see. So we see Artie kind of...
Shield Bash.
Yeah, that's true, that too. So we see Artie's been spotted. Artie was trying to go around that same route. Artie and Taco Zella are up there on the side on that bridge. And otherwise, just a lot of fighting. Here comes a hammer. Oh, that was a great hammer! And the Death Blossom does get one kill onto a healer, but otherwise it's stopped and Artie goes down for it. So that was an absolutely fantastic hammer from Karnak.
She did get shield bashed. How about halfway through her ults?
Thankfully, one of my casters was able to predict that before it happened. She must be really good at this. So, oh, Diva Bomb getting launched right into the back line. Does kill the Lucio. That beat did not save them. Dragons coming in. So many ults coming in. Just non-stop death ults everywhere. But it looks like Trash Pandas is slowly taking this.
Tacozella's still behind on the Hanzo, getting some shots. But he
Been
might
spotted now. Oh, Artie does manage to pick off the Rhine, but is going to get killed by Justice's Brigitte. I keep wanting to say Baguette, and I'm trying, chat. I'm trying to say the actual names for you, I promise. Hammer goes down, does get a healer. Spotted with... Spady has another Graviton. She just launched one. They just launched one. I see Zarya and I want to identify, but I don't know for sure.
That's some good managing of barriers to keep the energy up and to get another grab so soon.
Yeah, Spady is a spectacular Zarya. Taco Zella switching over to the Pharah. So here we go, Chug Life trying to take up this aggressive strategy to just hop on him. We see Foxhound just kind of going to town there. It's going to result in a little grasp of progress, a little couple feet here, couple feet there. Spady just in the middle of them though, just going to town.
Artemis has an ult, so she's taken out there, but perhaps next team fight to see it.
Down to a minute 17 now. Chug Life, if they're going to come up with something, they need to come up with it soon here. That's a pretty bad start to that, so that's going to be a reset now. Chug Life has good ults economy, and I really wish I had a stats board to see how many Gravitons that Spady has, because that's the 4th or 5th Graviton. This is insane. So
this last team fight is going to be a lot of ults coming out, but Artemis, she gave up her Death Blossom and switched
getting some
over
switches.
to the Diva.
Alright, so now Goats coming in from Chug Life to counter Goats from Trash Pandas. Oh my god. Oh, and starting off with ults from both sides. Here it comes! Whoa, that was a great combo of ultimates from Trash Pandas.
It was indeed.
And Cypher just trying to stay alive here. Oh, there she goes. Cypher running for her life right now. Alright, and does Cypher manages to get away, and Cypher does have an ultimate here, but that's... Cypher and Foxhound are the only two... Okay, and they're just opening up with it. But behind them, there's the baguette. Boosted Ryan's hammer coming down. Lucio coming down. There's the brawl right now, back and forth, lots of fighting.
Ryan's
Drop. There's the hammer, gets nothing, but distinct advantage coming in for Trash Pandas. Now this pretty much looking like it. Cypher again, the last one alive, does finally go down. And that will do it. Whew. So much fighting.
That was a great hold again by Trash Pandas. Just shows how much Goats can really keep the team up.
Yeah, no kidding. Vinyl commenting in the chat, I mean, Goats.
Goats v Goats.
Oh man, ugh. Guys, let's not turn into Overwatch League here, come on. But if it works, I suppose you should use it. Real quick, what do you think Chug Life needs to do to get that progress back that they had in the beginning there?
Well, we see a person leaving.
Oh, that's Rogue Rage again.
We're probably gonna see Goats on attack here, so I'd really like to see a Junkrat on the high ground, and another Anna like cutting off the healing as two of the heroes.
I realized I've been circling a boat this entire time. I know I want to destroy it. I'm watching you, Titanic 4. Alright, at the end of all of this, oh, there it is. There it is. Classic Chug Life bringing it back here. This is the strategy that they know so well, that they have doctored to perfection. Alright, and it's going to be versus Goats. You know, no big surprise that Trash Pandas if it ain't broke. Alright, so it'll be interesting to see this happen now that I know how to expect it, unlike the first time I cast it where I'm like, what the hell is going on? Alright. Yep, here comes the fire coming in from the Bastion now. Slowly ripping through that shield, and you see barriers down, Karnak's shield is down. And they get as much as they can out of it before teleporting away. So here we go again, Bastion on that boat. Oh no, he's next to the boat, okay. Destroy that boat for me, Bastion!
He's trying.
I appreciate your efforts. Alright, so Bastion just kind of raining down. Isn't really contested right now. Taco is getting picks as that Bastion there. Oh, and immediately already has ultimate. Goodness. It gets missed by the charge. Just kind of firing away right now, trying not to charge the Zarya, but it looks like Chug Life is going to have this. Spady, again, is still alive. Maybe going for the suicide. Nope, Spady trying to duke it out.
At least getting the Diva DMF, but now's just getting
and that's going to be time to get as much as they can out of it and leave. Fair enough. That could potentially give the rest of the Trash Pandas time to group up, but it looks like they are just waiting for their beloved Zarya. And now we see a Hanzo switch for Justice. Hans Goats, so I'm calling it. Officially designated Hans Goats.
Does have a grab already.
Of course. Just going to assume that they always have a grab at this point. Oh, and is that another Bastion? Oh boy, they want to challenge the Bastion for Bastion's superiority. And upon the reload, oh, well, Vinyl misses it, but Vinyl can scoot back pretty quickly. So real quick, Chug Life immediately setting up back behind the point here, up by the boat. Okay, Symmetra ult goes down to protect them. So Spady out alone is gonna get fried. They lose the Zarya. But is gonna get rezzed around the corner there, very safe. Oh, Diva Bomb coming in, probably gonna be protected. Yep. Oh, here we go. Here could come some ultimates. It's gonna force some Mercy ult in response. But Taco Zella on the ground there, going to town, does not get charged. Still just gunning away. There comes a hammer, does get only the Bastion. No one else, and the Riot Karnak is gonna fall for it. And here comes another ult from Taco Zella. Flying around.
I'm thinking
Trying to get some
maybe
picks.
we didn't need the ult there since the team is resetting, so
I would agree with that, but...
need to watch the ult management, I think.
Oh, and it just kind of hit me that Ice Cold and Foxhound switched for main and sub-tank roles.
60 seconds.
And already down to the last minute. Chug Life holding strong with their quantum creep strategy here. So ult economy is fairly in the Trash Panda's favor. There we go.
Yep,
That's off the
what
point.
I
Oh,
was
that'll do
gonna
it.
say.
Great grab dragon. Oh, is that a team wipe? That's a team wipe. Soon as we thought the Chug Life had it in the bag, Trash Pandas come out with that. Good lord. And so now we see Barricade on Sombra running out there. Trying to pick off Vinyl. They know Vinyl has an ult. Vinyl can't go anywhere when he's hacked. Oof. Great Sombra play. And I hear Artie now onto the Reaper, just kind of trying to sweep and find that annoying Sombra. Oop, and they got Hanzo now too. Taco switched over to the Hanzo. Cypher hacked and taken out by Barricade. Barricade able to go to town freely. They aren't turning around to face it, and Ice Cold immediately gets killed. A little bit of a lack of coordination or something there. So Vinyl burns the ult just to make sure that they can stay alive on it. Then they get hacked in response. Followed up. Yep, I think that's going to be it right there from the Trash Pandas. Took it to the end and then gone in an instant. The Trash Pandas are going to take the lead.
We're looking really strong for Chug Life there. I thought, maybe that they were going to hold it, but that grab dragon.
Yep, that 5 or 6 man grab dragon, man. That's how you win games. Oh God. Feels bad unless you're Justice. Oh. Whew, impressive numbers from both teams, though. Jeez.
36 high energy kills by Spotty.
Man, yeah, I thought for sure Chug Life was going to take it there. Their strategy was working, but I suppose the innate disadvantage to that is when you're against a god tier Zarya that has a grab every other minute. They can launch those off whenever. So, whew, that was intense. Okay, expert analysis, Kat. What do you think about Trash Pandas there? What did they do well? What can they change?
Obviously, the matching up of Spotty's very skilled Zarya with Justice's very skilled Honda makes for a good match. Both manage Spotty keeping the high energy and Justice hitting his shots. It's very, very good.
Definitely. Okay. So Chug Life, the Quantum Creep almost had it there. And okay, so we are going to keep going, it looks like, and the next map will be Hanamura. Chug Life, help me out here. I really would like Chug Life to bring this to a tiebreaker game here. What do they need to do here? Do you think they need to go back to goats? Do they need to incorporate this Bastion more? What is Chug Life's key to victory right now?
I would really like them to try one of their traditional strats, the Quantum Creep on first point Hanamura attack.
Yeah, definitely.
They're really great, tried and true at that strat, and then switching over to goats for the second point attack.
Okay.
It's really hard to take that second point with.
Yes, it is.
Because there's so much more open space, and people know what's coming. But yeah, I'd really like to see that.
Okay. And so I guess I'll take a second. I see our good friend Mr. Nation Most Wanted has been doing us the solid of dropping links for both our Facebook and Discord page in the Twitch chat. For those of you who don't know, we are the Bronze Tacos Overwatch Discord, now with our own Facebook page. And we are a non-toxic 18-plus community, and we have an internal league. You see two of the teams, one of which that was in the league last year that has opted out, and Trash Pandas is a new team to the league. If you are interested in getting in on this, we have pickup games all the time. We do weekly skirmishes and tournaments. Feel free to check out either of the links that Mr. Nation Most Wanted has posted in our Twitch chat. But anyway, so Hanamura, I would completely agree with your assessment that Chug Life, I think that Quantum Creep, clearly it was able to, it had a good amount of control over the Trash Pandas until they were able to get that really clutch Grav Dragon. So conversely, on the Trash Pandas side, the Goats comp was not working against that Bastion, and then they switched over to the Hanzo, and just that one DPS seemed to swing the fight. Do you think that they should continue that kind of Hans Goats, as I am now going to call it, or do you think that they should try out the keep going with the traditional Goats here?
Hans Goats is working for them, so I think they should keep that. I mean, Grav Dragon, if hit, is pretty much going to be a team wipe, so
As we saw.
I need to keep that. Yeah.
So Nation's Most Wanted giving his 2 cents of killing Spady. That would be a thing that Chug Life should aim to do, but unfortunately Spady is also secretly a Zarya god and is nigh unkillable for the most part. But right now, just seeing the tank line of Trash Pandas is what's impressing me right now. Is not just, obviously Spady's doing well, but just the combination of Karnak and Spady able to hold Chug Life at bay for it pretty much every turn, backed up by their fantastic healers and everything. It's just really feeling like Trash Pandas want this. Alright. So we are waiting for the teams to get ready here. No boats on Hanamura for me to yell at this time. Unfortunate. I was looking for Titanic 5, I think is what I'm on now.
Oh my god. Unfortunately. But, you'll have to live with it and find something else because this is Reinhardt's map, so it's your calling.
Reinhardt's map? This isn't Reinhardt's map. That's Eichenwald.
Oh my gosh, I was looking at the background.
I see the same background, so I also have Eichenwald. Fair enough. And so we have Hanamura as the next one. So to be fair, if they're using the new Reinhardt skin, or the old Reinhardt seasonal skin, then yes, you could almost make an argument. It would be slightly off, but it's close.
Indeed.
But yeah, Hanamura, Hanamura, like, Legion has such a love-hate relationship with Hanamura because, although it's not my best moment to admit it, we have used quantum creep strategies on that first point. I think we did use it against Chug Life to great effect, ironically enough. But it's that second point. The first point, it feels very rare for anybody to get a full stop on that first point. But man, that second point is such a long walk for the attackers. You need to have such a clean fight to be able to fully take that. And it's going to require whoever is on attack to be really on point with their ultimates, I think, is going to be what it comes down to. Either a Grav Dragon or like a Grav or Shatter into a Death Blossom or something like that for Chug Life. Like, it's going to come down to ultimate synchronization.
Yes, I would agree with that.
But, okay, I need this Gatorade.
I believe we did see a Shatter Bomb on the side of Trash Pandas at one point.
Mm-hmm. I would believe it. I know in the Goats that they're running, it's not to underplay D.Va's presence in it. It's just right now with how much pressure we're getting from just the Zarya and Reinhardt alone. Like, it's really hard to say that it's really hard to say that they would get as much progress if they had the D.Va or not. Not to say that anything against their D.Va player, just in general, their Ryan and Zarya game is just so freaking strong.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Very much
But
so. Are we seeing any switches out of the lineup?
so Vinyl
A
is out
vinyl
right
route.
now for Chug Life,
Mm,
and they brought Johnny Sniper back in for this one. So
gotcha.
their one of their healers slash tank players is out, and they're bringing in one of their DPS players back now. Excuse me. And I would love to continue to filibuster, but I'm hoping that we're going to start soon.
Figuring out some last minute strats, I'm sure.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure there's some very intense video game talk happening.
Maybe we're gonna see like an all support meta, like surprised out of the gate with it, or like all tanks.
Hey, you know I'm ready for the 6 DPS meme dream team. Like, whenever either team wants to pull it out, I'd be happy to cast it. Or, just we could do it like we decided that one scrim and just do the Torb hammer off. I think that would be fantastic.
Should go for it. We should talk to a Tornado about it and see if it's a cool custom game he wants to take on.
Right? All we need to do is just, make it Torbs and Reinhardt's and lower Reinhardt's damage and health so he just swings wider, and make it so that Torbjorn's hammer hits harder. It'll be fine. Look at this, we're coming up with new game modes. Are you listening, Tornado? Because, we're doing your job for you at this point. We're giving you gold. I'm assuming Tornado is asleep, but...
I would think so, too. I would hope so.
Yeah, so Tornado, watching this in post, we are doing your job for you. It's okay. You can take these ideas. I'm only going to charge small, ridiculous royalties. That's all. I'll be very specific.
I have signed up for the first game mode of his, and I'm really excited to play Orisa Herding.
Let's talk about that, because we've kind of talked everything we can in the pregame here. So, talk a little bit about Tornado Tuesdays, as we're calling it now in this first game mode.
Oh, well, one of our soft shells, Tornado, has picked 3 separate days where he's going to do back-to-back custom game modes, some of which he has created himself, which are very interesting, and he's actually done extensive testing on with some of our members. And one of those game modes is Orisa Herding. I will try and talk to this quick, but basically the goal is to boop the Orisa into one of the King's Row holes, and it's going to be.
So is that at the end of the map, one of those areas there? Okay.
Yeah, and it's a riot. I tried it out as the Orisa, and they could not get me booped into the hole. So they made some adjustments. Maybe Orisa was too OP.
Oh, look at this lazy map design. That's just pixelated down there. Blizzard, fix this. That's literally unplayable. Looking over the walls into the floor of the city, it's just pixels. Blizzard, literally unplayable.
No boats.
And I can't yell at a Titanic, so, that's a whole nother concern, but I digress. Okay, so getting into this new game mode here, I'm also now secretly scanning for boats because I need a boat to yell at for this to feel real. Okay, so checking out the Trash Pandas right now, they are opting off of the goats this time around. They've got Karnak and Spady as the Reinhardt and Zarya, respectively, so they have Justice on Mei, Barricade on Soldier, which we have seen before. Pippa still on the Lucio, and now Rogue Rage is on the Moira. On the other side, no Quantum Creep, surprisingly enough, from Chug Life. They have Taco back on the Sombra, and Johnny Sniper on the Soldier again. Artie is healing on Mercy with Cypher as Moira, and Foxhound once again on the Reinhardt with Ice Cold as Diva. Okay.
That was a mouthful.
Yes. I was trying to do it all at once. It worked. Sort of. Right, gotta get back into the mindset of casting a game again.
With Barricade and Tacozella duking it out, but Taco has managed to go invisible.
Being a sneaky Sue in the background there. So otherwise in this choke, just teams exchanging fire strikes and other blows. Just kind of general ult charging at this point. Does Spady have an ultimate? Not yet, but I imagine it'll happen soon. Tacozella does get picked off. Alright, so both teams again just taking pot shots. I hear a barrier go down for Karnak. We do get a D-mech though for Ice Cold's Diva. Alright, Tacozel attempts to flash. Oh boy, attempts to flash over the wall. Doesn't quite get it and is actually spotted. So Spady, there's the first ultimate with Justice. Oh wow, that's actually tons of ult economy for. Oh, that's 5. 5 ultimates for the Trash Pandas already, and Tacozel gets picked. So Chug Life is going to have a really uphill battle here. They don't have the ult economy just yet, but they are getting there right now. Both teams are going to have essentially all of their ultimates whenever this dam does break loose. Chug Life backing off to regroup. Tacozel having the worst luck with this. Gets found out by a random fire strike. So we see the Diva. Ice Cold's Diva is going up behind, gets knocked back.
Ooh, and
So
Tacozel
Zella,
out
yep.
again.
Poor bastard. Ice Cold trying to kind of back him up. Alright, so here we go. Ultimates are coming in from both sides. I'm not even going to pretend like I can cast everything that's happening, but progress is happening for Chug Life at the end of the day. Was happening for Chug Life at the end of the day. Major things to note about that fight is that the Trash Pandas still definitely have the advantage in the ult economy. We're going to have Hack Bomb from Chug Life, but that's about it for a long time. Versus
I would like to see the Trash Pandas spread out a little, knowing that EMP's probably going to come.
They have to assume at this point that it's got to be there. So right now, Chug Life just kind of needs to bide their time for another few... Oh, there it is. Early, though, no bomb. They're just kind of going in on the EMP, the hack. There's the Diva Bomb now, but doesn't pick up anybody. I was a little off in coordination from Chug Life there. Trash Pan is cleaning up without using any ults at that point again.
Yes, body's still hanging on to the grab.
Yeah, of course. And just like that, we're already down to the last minute. So Chug Life not really having anything as far as ult economy goes. Soldier will have his the soonest, but Tacozel switching to Genji and getting picked. And getting rest. See Spady did a little hop to get up to the doorway here. There it is again.
I think they have played Zarya a good amount.
I would say they've played it more than 3 times.
I would agree. I would bet money on that.
Alright, here we go. So... Oh, the charge actually did bear fruit. Hammer goes down, so just kind of Ryan on Ryan right now trying to take him out. But frozen and dead, yeah. So Spady's still going down. Hammer gets blocked off, I think accidentally. But I don't think it's going to matter, though. Trash Pandas, just for good measure, going to stop Taco where he stands.
That was a strong front there by Trash Pandas, and showing that they're a force to be reckoned with.
Most definitely.
And they have the teams, I guess the other Nerf League teams take notice you're going to have an answer for Spotty Zarya.
Yeah, no kidding. That is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the league this year. Not saying that I'm taking this down to my handy notebook, but...
Serious scribbling ensues.
Okay, so, what does Chug Life need to do to hold this on the first tick?
They might have to go with like a Bastion pick. I guess like stay away from the Junkrat because that'll make the Zarya even more powered up. But
yeah,
they might have to pump a lot of resources into a Bastion. Hate to say it, but that might be the way to go to hold it.
Yeah, Chug Life trying to figure out what they want to do as well. Some of their members still haven't picked yet. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have Artie on the Mercy. So now Ice Cold presumably is going to be on some kind of DPS. No. So they're going with Moats. Yeah, we're going to say Moats. Nope. Okay, so we have a couple of switches here. Ice Cold going to the Junkrat. So, like you suggested, kind of a double-edged sword where it can be good. Spady is not on Zarya. Spady switching to the Diva.
Which will work out for them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just kind of you want to try other things at this point, but we'll see. Still some switches coming in from Trash Pandas to secure their lineup, trying to figure out what they want to do.
Ooh,
Diva
yeah,
already in
spotting
there.
into it now.
It was a ballsy move. Does manage to get away, though.
Justice is up top there.
Yep, but he is getting some icicles to the face here. Oh, Justice gets killed by the stepping in the trap. Feels bad, man.
That never feels good.
So, all right, Johnny getting some work done here, killing Karnak's Rhine. Foxhound getting a pick onto Rogue Rage's Brigitte as well. So Chug Life starting strong. This is good. Signs of life. Chug Life haven't lost anybody right now. Oh, there's a Sombra now. They got to be aware of that. Barricade is now onto the Sombra. And they aren't really, Chug Life isn't really doing anything to try and fight the Sombra just yet. Hacks the Mei. It's a good target for that. Hammer comes down. Only gets the Diva, it looks like, through the wall, but that does get a D-Mech. Ultimate starting to come through from both sides. Oh, Tire gets 3! Major tire from Ice Cold.
Oh.
But it's over.
And the back.
Oh, my heart. My heart bleeds for you, Chug Life. I've been there. We lost to you in that manner. Oh. Well, I mean, you know what? At least they got play there. Oh, that feels so bad. They were just... and there it is. You can see it getting capped.
You can see, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think it was Justice, right?
Must have been.
Hunter?
Yeah, it must have been.
Oh no, he got killed with the ult. So.
I have no idea. Clearly somebody with the foresight on the Trash Pandas to get that sneaky back cap there. Oof.
75% average energy for Spotty there on that map. Good show.
Yeah, good stuff. I apologize, chat. I didn't even realize that crap was going on. I am much like Chug Life, was completely encompassed in that fight. So I did not see exactly how that all went down, and I apologize.
I would like to review it at some point to take a look, but I could hear it in the background and then realized it at the last second.
Yep, as soon as you get the joy of, oh man, we got a triple, to, oh god, we just lost. Whew. All right. So, potentially final analysis, because that is 3 map wins for the Trash Pandas. So I believe that, if I recall some of the polls from earlier, or yeah, because Chug Life was polling to see what we wanted to do for a tiebreaker. So I'm assuming that was going to be it. What did you like from Chug Life? And also, what does Chug Life need to do to improve here?
I would think with their new members coming in, they're gonna have to solidify like heroes that they're strong with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing what's gonna work with them as a cohesive strat and really get down some heroes, because a lot of the changing over like really mess with the ult economy, and they would have to like start over from scratch. So really solidifying down those heroes that's gonna work for them as a team.
Okay. So what did Chug Life do well? What is something that they did bring to the table that you think is good?
Thinking outside the box, trying new strats and not being afraid. And I think that's a mark of a good team to keep on going and try new things instead of the tried and true. Like goats, of course, is a great strategy, but we didn't see Chug Life really go with that at all, because they're trying to find things that work for them, and I really appreciate that about them.
Okay. And then, I mean, Trash Pandas, you know, they did pull the win, 3-1. Wasn't perfect, but they did get there. I mean, as far as what they did well, their tank line is solid for the Trash Pandas. They got that down, and apparently I'm wrong. It looks like we're doing some switches, so we might be continuing onwards here. Going into a potential Game 5, I guess at this point just playing it out, because, you know, it doesn't really matter. So Trash Pandas, yeah, their tank line is solid, their healers are on point, and then their DPS, when they have DPS, are also really good. As far as what they need to improve, I feel like what they're doing right now is great, but it could come back to bite them if they aren't able to branch out. Like Chug Life, The only reason that Chug Life lost that Blizzard World thing was because they had a really good grab dragon. If Chug Life had been
Mhm.
a little bit more spread, I don't think that the Trash Pandas would have honestly been able to take it. So I feel like they need to be maybe a little bit more flexible with their picks, is what I would say for the Trash Pandas.
I would agree with you.
But okay, well, by God, they want to go to China. They want to go to Lijiang and keep this going. Oh boy. Um, all right. So,
I think we're gonna see goats here
I
by the
would
trash
agree
pandas
with you.
because goats is strong, obviously on control point. So I think that's what we're gonna see. And of course, you want to be the first one to get to the point with a Lucio.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It feels like Lucio is becoming a more important commodity every time I try and look at comps just because that extra little bit of speed is just so important to getting yourself positioned quickly.
Should be interesting to see how all of these nerfs to the heroes are gonna affect goats and the entrance of Baptiste, so to speak, what he has to offer.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, Mercy's ult was too strong when it resurrected 5 people, but if we can keep an entire team alive through any ultimate, that's balanced. I'm not salty in the least about that, if you couldn't tell.
I mean, as you being a tank player, I'm sure you'd appreciate the staying alive and not being the focus of a Junkrat tire.
You know, I still believe that Mercy was boats. Oh god, there's too many of them. I can't call any specific ones out. Um,
Your boats.
I do. I honestly, I am a big proprietor that Mercy was not broken. That if a team had proper focus and actually killed the healer first, like you're supposed to, that it was a perfectly balanced ability. So that's me. Clearly, I'm the minority and not Lord Kaplan, because we see what happened.
You know, as a Mercy main, I disagree. I think she was overpowered, and you know, people say just kill her first. Well, she'd have her ult pretty much every team fight, so if she's feeling threatened, she could just ult and make it a non-issue.
I suppose I have to bow to the better Mercy player. Anyway, to the game. So, we're seeing some similar things from Chug Life right now, so picks that we've seen before. Oop. Taco immediately getting a pick there, so the Sombra bearing fruit immediately this time around. He's getting hunted down by Barricade, but keeping him at arm's length. Great boop by Vinyl. And it looks like Chug Life is looking to take this.
We see an immediate change and good call by Rogue Rage to switch off of Zen, because the Zen would be the focus of
Oh yeah.
that Sombra every time, so now we see him on Vegeta.
Oh, and now Justice's Tracer immediately killing a couple squishies off, and the rest of the team kind of following up quick for Trash Pandas, and well, Chug Life is not going to keep too much. Oh, nope, don't see 9 guys. There we go. So now both teams have, ooh, good bomb. Both teams have a Tracer now, so Taco switched off the Sombra onto the Tracer now. We have a bit of a Tracer off. Alright, and we see Johnny Sniper now on the Pharah. Foxhound switching off of the Reinhardt and onto Brigitte. Miss Artie on a Winston this time. Interesting. So Trash Pan is not looking to give up anything here.
They're changing it up, which is really cool, and we don't really see a lot of Winston or in the Nerf League, so
Poor
nice
Karnak.
team.
He's been booped twice already. Rip Karnak.
But it looks like Trash Pandas are going to hold here, despite those two teammates going down.
Oh my goodness, excuse me. Whew, yawn's getting the better of me. Alright, yeah, Trash Pan is continuing to hold strong. Karnak getting a little bit of vengeance there. But, yeah, so ult economy, once again, is leaning in the Trash Panda's favor. That's charge, misses the
Spotty
Tracer.
there.
So Spady giving that that Zarya a rest in exchange for the Diva again this time. And there goes Bomb going down. Oh, that was a great launch over that way. I'm imagining Chug Life probably just thought that wasn't going to actually hit. And a boop is going to probably end this game right there. Okay, the Tracer can... Never mind.
I would like to see a little bit more grouping up of Chug Life, because they, you know, one other team would get killed and then they'd be all spread out and still trying to push despite being one down. So grouping up would have been more beneficial, I think.
I agree. Yeah, definitely Chug Life could have benefited more from sticking together. So they had a great fight in the beginning, but then they just kind of lost grip of things and it fell off from there. Hitscan City is the current prospect for Chug Life right now with Takozella on Ashe and Johnny Sniper switching to McCree. On the other side, I believe that's the exact same lineup we just saw. Oh, no, never mind. As soon as I say something, Justice also switches over to the Ashe, and here comes a bunch of switches.
You just never know. Oh.
Rogue trying that Zenyatta out again.
Back on the Zen. Yep. We'll see if that blasts. There's no counter Sombra.
Yeah, no sombrero this time. Okay, and we got some fighting right out the gate, of course. Oop. Pippa picking off Vinyl's Lucio, establishing who is the better beatboxer, and Zella picking off Justice's Ashe. So, just death everywhere.
Artemis was in a trap there.
Yep, and it looks like Trash Pandas again have the advantage. Alright. So Chug Life just kind of attempting to regroup here.
They're pushing and they're all spread out all over the place.
Yeah, you can see a bunch in the back there. You can see a couple on the main bridge. Like,
yes. So
rip. So Cypher kind of contesting this, sticking her toe on it here and there. Foxhound gets taken out by Karnak's Junkrat. Get out of the way, building. So Johnny Sniper does get a pick on the barricades. Harambe. Bomb goes down, does pick off Johnny Sniper, and Vinyl on the Widow. I have not seen Vinyl play Widow yet, so I guess at this point it's just kind of like, you know, throw it against the wall, see what sticks. Whereas on the Trash Pandas, they aren't really being pressured at this point, so they can just kind of keep what they got going and slowly charge up ultimates. What is going on in the back there? I guess they were looking for a sneaky Deadeye in the back there? I'm not sure. But there was a lot of defenses in the way, so that felt like a really risky play and maybe one out of panic or rushing rather than strat. Could be wrong.
Torb now too in Takozella. And Torb on this map is not an entirely bad idea, but I'm not sure if this is a practice strat, or like you said, just picking heroes to see if that's going to work.
Yeah, now they got a Harambe barricades. Winston just kind of going to town there. 87% though, so this is... There's a Bob now too. Ooh. So if Chug Life had any sort of a flanker that could get to the point, they would need to do it now, but this feels pretty over. And there we go. Trash Pandas taking the Taco Overtime map.
So I think that was an interesting and good showing for both teams, and this play by Spotty was really great. It ended with the boop.
I feel like...
Diva players.
Oh my god. With the spray too. Come on. They have families! Oh man, that was an excellent play of the game though. Very well calculated. Chug Life clearly was either expecting it to hit the wall or fall off the edge because they were not ready for that boom to come down.
Agreed.
All right.
So both teams are, you know, leaving this match with things that worked well, things that didn't, and you know, it shows like the strength and what the teams have to work on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and just seeing the kind of roulette of picks that Chug Life was throwing out in the end there. Again, I feel like that was just kind of like, well, we've got nothing to lose here. Let's see what if anything is going to break the line. And unfortunately, it wasn't any of the picks that they had, but still, good showing from both teams. Trash Pandas trying to establish themselves as a team to be reckoned with, clearly, and they showed off a lot of really great play there. And then Chug Life, this is the first time I've seen their new roster, and they have a really good showing. It's just kind of needing to get everybody on the same page, and like you had mentioned earlier, making sure you're tracking ults and staying grouped.
I agree. So great first showing by the Trash Pandas, and it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the league.
Absolutely. I'm going to assume that this is the end of it, and
Yeah, I
admittedly
think
part
it
of me kind of
is.
hopes.
Yeah.
'Cause
All right.
it
Well,
was-
everyone, thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.
Yep. All right, let me get onto there. So thank you again for joining up. Once again, anybody who's interested in joining the Bronze Tacos Discord page, there are several links posted by our friend Nation Most Wanted in the chat. We are a non-toxic 18-plus community. We run an internal league as well as scrims much like this on a regular basis. So if you're interested in joining, feel free to click on the links posted in the chat and check us out. All right, and with that, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful preseason showing, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Later.